Guys, this is a Skinny with Mike Murs. Today we're going to go over the differences between the SPR M4 and the M4-2000 silencers in 5.56. The SPR M4 is this silencer here at an overall length of 8.625 inches, whereas the M4-2000, this silencer here, has an overall length of 6.625 inches. So 2 inches in overall length. That doesn't translate into length added to the weapon. Actually, the SPR M4 is a shorter length added to weapon as far as over the muzzle. So as opposed to having an A2 flash hider in place, when you add the SPR M4's flash hider, which reflexes back over the barrel, it adds 4.9 inches to the gun, longer than an A2 flash hider. So I'll throw this on, but it's important to notice the muzzle's here, and this slides over the barrel, goes on and tightens. The distance between the muzzle and this ratchet, the gear that the ratchet latch engages, is 2.49 inches. So if there's not 2.49 inches of exposed barrel from the very end of the muzzle to this point, it will not mount. That's important because an SPR M4 will not mount on a 10.5 inch barreled AR-15 because you get into the gas block or the front sight base assembly or sometimes the rail or whatever handguard you're using. So you have to have essentially 2.49 inches of unimpeded barrel. And the silencer is 1.5 inches in diameter, so you need that much room at least. At any rate, that's how an SPR M4 mounts. An M4-2000, again, got another gun here, mags out, guns unloaded. It mounts on the threads of the barrel like this. As you can see, it only reflexes back over the barrel that little bit, and that length is just big enough for the wrench flat to engage. So this silencer adds 5.1 inches to the gun, as opposed to the SPR M4 adds 4.9 inches to the gun. That distance is this wide. This is 0.3 inches. Just so happens to be the width of the ratchet latch gear. Because the SPR M4 reflexes it back down here, doesn't have to be forward of the muzzle or designed into it. So SPR M4 and M4-2000 are very similar silencers on the inside. Forward of the muzzle, the SPR M4 and the M4-2000 are the same. They have all Inconel blast baffles and baffles. They have an Inconel end cap, and they have a 3/16 stainless tube. However, the SPR M4 is able to utilize this area from the muzzle rearward. The air around this is internal volume for the silencer. A silencer with more internal volume is going to be a little quieter because it has more air. It actually is able to vent gas backwards from the baffle stack into this coaxial area. Utilizing that, because there's more gas inside of the silencer, there's less gas that blows back out of the action into your face. So SPR M4 has less gas blowback. It's a little quieter. I think you pick up about 2 dB depending on barrel length and ammo. And also, you gain the miter system. I haven't spoken about the miter system for just now, but the miter system is a 5 lead starting threads. These threads actually start at 5 different points all the way around the silencer. What you would do on a miter system setup gun is you fire the gun with a flash hider in place with no silencer on the gun at all. You get a good zero at say 100 yards. Then you install the silencer, and there's marks. This is the number 1 position. I install the silencer in the number 1 position, and it's on, and I would shoot it. Now maybe I'm shooting low and left. So I'll remove the silencer, try position 2. There's position 2. Now I'm high and right. Go to position 3, 4, 5. One of them is going to be really close, if not dead on, to where you're shooting. So you achieve the same zero with and without the silencer. So no need to dial in an adjustment. Whereas other silencer systems, including the M4-2000, you'll have a point of impact shift. Although it's minimal with a silencer like the M4-2000 because it's class leading in its weight, it is a shift that you can get around using the miter system. So SPR M4, a little quieter, a little more internal volume, less length added to the gun, over top of the M4-2000, which obviously is a great silencer, our best selling silencer. But a lot of people don't understand the SPR M4 and how it's different. So those are the things that you gain when you go to the SPR M4, and I hope I was able to show all that to you. That's the Skinny with Mike Murs.